Top 5 Most Expensive Birds in the World. Birds are some of the most beautiful creatures on this earth. Although some people choose to keep these rarer species of birds as pets, they are a joy to see in the wild. With their bright plumage and agile mannerisms, they are stunning to watch. Just like the most expensive dog breeds and most costly cats in the world, these magnificent feathered friends don't come cheap. Let's take a look at the most expensive bird out there and what makes the different species so special. And don't forget to subscribe over YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to get notification our new video. Let's start the video. Number 1. Racing pigeons. The most expensive bird may come as a surprise, since a pigeon is not really exotic or brightly colored. However, it is the fastest bird on this list, and pigeon racing requires a bird specifically bred for the sport. The average price for a racing pigeon can start around $1,000, but if you want a champion breed, you could pay more than $50,000. The most expensive racing pigeon was sold for $1.9 million in 2020. The high price of racing pigeons is due to the prize money for breeding and races being equally high. For example, the Victoria Falls World Challenge Pigeon Race has a total prize pot of US $1.2 million prize money. Number 2. Spix Macaws. The story of the Spix Macaw is a sad one. This beautiful blue bird once lived in large numbers throughout the forested areas of Brazil. But because human activities removed most of its natural habitat, the wild Spix macaws are essentially as rare as unicorns. There might be fewer than 200 Spix macaws alive today. These birds are raised and bred in captivity, the result of intensive conservation efforts. Because the Spix macaw is so endangered, breeding and selling this species to private buyers is illegal. But that doesn't stop some from doing just that, with some Spix macaws selling for $200,000 on the black market. Number 3. Penguins. It's often easy to forget that penguins are birds. After all, they spend nearly all their time shuffling around the icy ground or swimming in cool waters. But when it comes to high-priced birds, penguins are challenging to forget. It might be possible to obtain one of these adorable birds for a few $1,000s, but adopting a penguin could also cost as much as $22,000. And that's not to mention the cost of keeping and caring for a penguin. Remember, because these birds generally live in cold environments, you'd likely need to create an ice-cold habitat, complete with a swimming pool, to keep a pet penguin happy. Number 4. Black palm cockatoos. Black palm cockatoos, also called Goliath cockatoos, hail from Australia and are some of the most unique cockatoos money can buy. They're also some of the priciest, with some selling for upwards of $19,000. These big birds have jet black feathers and a bright red spot behind their beak, and they're quite intelligent creatures. However, breeding these birds is challenging, as black palm cockatoos have specific breeding requirements that make them challenging to breed in captivity. Number 5. Ostriches. Several of the world's most expensive pillows are filled to the brim with decadently soft feathers, including ostrich feathers. But if you'd like a personal source of soft, cushiony ostrich feathers, you may be in for a bit of a surprise. Adopting an ostrich isn't cheap, especially when working with a reputable breeder. Though you might find an ostrich breeder willing to sell you a live bird for only a few $100s, ostriches can cost up to $14,000 per bird. Many pet bird species are small and relatively easy to transport. But ostriches are massive, with some weighing more than 300 pounds, 136 kilograms. As such, the cost to transport an ostrich is far higher than the cost to transport a finch or parakeet. But transport costs aren't the only reason ostriches are pricey. Ostrich meat, also called ostrich steak, is a delicacy in many areas, and these birds aren't often kept as pets. For now, that's it. So, if the video satisfied your curiosity, please like it and share it with your friends. If you still wanted more, then subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to view many more incredible videos. Keep using ARU Automation.